Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked Me. I'm your boy Malik S, and I got my team with me as usual, Keysha E.
What up, though?
Got my guy, Hess Wesley.
What's up?
What's going on, man? Everybody cool?
Good.
Got the black going on over there.
I know.
What is that?
Hey, I'm starting to get in tune, man.
At some point, black is going away, right? Because we're almost at the summer now, so black is kind of like.
All I wear is black.
Black is my
This
favorite
by
color.
accident.
I don't know.
This is accident.
And why? Okay, this is the question: why does colors change based on the season?
Because like in the wintertime, you don't wear bright colors. You know what I mean?
Why?
The sun isn't out. It's gloomy outside.
I mean,
It's cold.
I wear what's clean, so I don't know. I wear what the hell
I don't think
got.
the rules really apply like that no more. Like right after Labor Day, nobody is that into it. But I wouldn't wear like some, I don't know, pastel colored pants in the winter probably.
you're not supposed to wear it. Like if you're somebody's getting married too, and you know the person getting married wearing white, you're not supposed to wear white to their wedding.
You're not supposed to wear white to a wedding.
I didn't know that until somebody told me that somebody did that
Put
to.
out. I wish you would.
Somebody
show
did
up
that
to
to
my wedding.
the prince,
Well,
the
white guy,
princess. Remember?
but if she's not wearing white, what that got to do?
Well, you just shouldn't. But chances are she is. You know what I mean? Like I got on a white dress and you show up.
But I thought only
You're not supposed to show up in a white dress
I thought-
if the bride is in white.
I thought only virgins supposed to wear white.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of things we're not supposed to do, but here we are.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like,
But here we are. I mean, you know, people be at the wedding with the kids as the flower girl, so you know they ain't no virgin. When your own child is in the wedding.
Speaking of like kids, like when do you have kids? Should you wait till you're married to have kids? Should you wait till your career is set? Like when do you like? I'm putting it like this. I have never met nobody that I know personally that planned a kid.
I was planned.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You were playing for
So
real?
I was, and the rest of my
So-
siblings wasn't.
So they told you.
No, but I'm like a middle child, so it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying. My oldest brother was like, oh shit, that was a fuck up. My youngest brother's 8 years younger than me. We still doing this? That was a fuck up. I was the one that was like, all right, boom, we ready. You know what I'm saying? We settled, we ready. We got a house, we're
right.
married, this and third. Let's have another kid.
See,
Right.
you're supposed. So you're supposed. This is what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to get married, have money, plan it, and then have the kids, right? And then you can, you know, okay, we know you're gonna be pregnant for 9 months. You can't work. You can do. I got this and we got that. But that never ever
Right.
happens.
That's-
Most people, you know, they people having kids at 16, you know, or
Right.
you know, you probably was like, man, I can't afford it right now. So a lot of people getting abortions. And nowadays, even now with society how it is, a lot of people don't even want to have kids. I can't bring a kid to this society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this world is real crazy.
I'm glad I had my kids young though, because
Yeah. How old were you when you had your kids?
I'm not trying to promote teen pregnancy, but if you get that shit out the way, your 40s is gonna be lit.
See, I feel the opposite. I couldn't imagine having kids when I was young because I was
Yeah.
always on the go. I was moving, shaking. I couldn't have been tied down. I didn't play with
See, but
baby dolls when I was a kid.
It's different for men and women though.
It's kind of different, man. But even from
It shouldn't be.
but it is because let's just be real. More than likely, the woman's gonna have custody of the child
I
most
guess
of
it
the time.
depends on who you
But
knock up.
I say this, like, I don't regret having kids. I had my first kid, I think 19, and I tell you what, man, it's beautiful because now when you're in your 40s and your career is going, you got a little money in your pocket, you can do what the hell you want to do now.
Right.
You ain't got to worry about no goddamn parent-teacher conference and babysitter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm at the time, I was like, oh my God, I just ruined my life.
Yeah.
But looking back now, I'm like, I'd be mad as hell trying to have a kid now.
Yeah.
Have a 1-year-old now? Oh,
See, I
hell
feel
no.
the opposite because in my 20s, that's when I feel like I need to find a babysitter because I'm trying to be in these streets. In my 40s, I'm at the crib. We good. I don't need no sitter because I'm chilling.
But I
Wow.
also don't have no patience, and I also want to travel.
See, I think I did, and not that I never want to stop traveling, but I think I did so much of that when I was younger. Like going out, I don't ever need to go out again. Like, I still want to travel. That's
Right.
never going to change.
But
But I
that's
feel
the thing.
like I did, this is not,
See-
I'm not bragging at all, but like I done been to 22 countries. So it's like, the bulk of my traveling, the majority of my traveling.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, no, it's not a brag. It's not a brag. I'm saying like I've done so much of it.
She could have just said I've been to a lot of countries, but she threw the number out of 22 countries.
I'm just saying, so I've done the.
And she looked at the camera.
And roll with it. A rolling style.
I'm trying to say like I've done a lot of it. Like
how many
bulk
continents? How many continents though? How your continent game?
I'm almost at. Look, I got 2 more continents to hit, and I'm
covered
at all
everything.
7.
All 7.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. Humble brag.
No, it's not. I'm just saying like. So I've done the whole like 2, 3, 4 trips a year.
See, that's
because
what I'm
I can get up and go. Hey, girl, what you doing next week?
You did that, and that's dope. But let me tell you, like, because you haven't experienced this side because you don't have kids. I've been on both sides. Like those 22 countries, you did it with your homegirls, right? Mm-hmm. And 22 countries with your kids, family trip, it's different.
Yeah,
it's a different travel. When like I just went to Dubai.
Yeah, I saw those photos.
I took my daughter, but I want to go back. With no daughter. It's a different Dubai.
We're just experiencing it on 2 different ends. So I did all the travel on my own with my friends, and I'm at a point now because I just went to Hawaii with my friends, and they were planning the next trip, and my friend was like, Keysha might not be on this next one, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm trying to do a little something different in my life at this point. Not to say I wouldn't still take a girl's trip, but I think it's just, we're saying the same thing, just at opposite times.
Yeah, that's what, but for me, because I was broke when I was young, I preferred to have free access at this time. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to just be able to pick up and go and not have to worry about, even like my daughter's still 12, granted, but 12 is, she can take care of herself, kind of like not take care of herself. But, like shit, I ain't kick her out of that. But what I'm saying is she's self-sufficient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have to. Oh, the baby ain't eat. The babysitter. Man, nah. I just want.
See, I think if I had a kid in my 20s, I'd be like, damn, did she eat today?
Right. See, here's the thing though. So there's a lot of women who think about having kids when they're they're younger and they get to 20s, like, and then the what people think is that they start counting down the years, like. When you gonna have kids, right? At what age? Like, oh man, at 35, I can't have. So now there's like a clock. I'm just telling you.
I mean, we do have a clock, but it's not what I think most black women think it is. But
well,
go ahead.
So a lot of men who are out there, they usually, I mean, I'm saying usually meaning like the majority of people out there, and I'm talking about all races, can't necessarily afford a family at 20, 22, 25. They sort of like, working their way up. And then when they get to their 30s and even possibly 40s, that's when they like living large. They can afford a family. They can afford kids. They can afford all that. Yeah. And now, what I'm saying, like, that's when a lot of older women, they're now starting to. So now the guy's like, well, I need to find somebody a little bit more younger. And then there's an issue there too.
That's 50.
What?
We do have a time frame, but I think in the black community, we have kids very young. Like that's the thing, almost.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And it's not. And then, but then the thing comes like, oh, you can't have kids at 35. Why? Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. You do have a clock. You ain't about to have no kid at 55, but at 35, you absolutely can have a kid.
Janet Jackson had a baby at 50.
Really?
Yeah, but Janet Jackson got a lot of money, so I don't know what she did for that. But 40, you can still have a kid. I think that.
I just feel like. It's messed up for the child to be having a damn baby at 50.
Right.
You old as shit.
50, I think is just
now you're going to pick up your kid. The kid's picking at him, thinking that's the grandma, but you the mama. You can't even pick your damn kid up. You old as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you old.
But then also when you had a kid that's like, I knew some people, I shouldn't say none of my friends, and like, yo, my mama in the club with you? Like, we 17 and your mama in here? Like, lit. No, that's ratchet. Like, I'm so glad my mama ain't never been to the club.
That's lit to me. That's lit.
But I think it's never really a financially, I mean, for some people, make it make sense. You know what I mean? If you living in somebody else's house and you can barely take care of yourself, then that's probably not a good time to have kids. But I think the whole waiting until you have this X amount of money, I think people just make it work. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad I had kids young because guess what? Because I had kids young, my daughter keep me up on all the rappers. All the new rappers. I know all the new. I know all the lulz. All the lulz. There's a lot of lulz y'all don't even know about.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's a lot of lulz out there.
A lot of babies too. That's a new thing. There's a lot of new babies.
Yeah, the babies.
The babies is the new wave. Yeah. Step baby, other baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah, the baby, the baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of babies.
See, now I'm at that age where I'm ready to check out of all that. I'm listening to some smooth jazz with my new. But you know what's funny is I never wanted kids until maybe like the past, I would say 2-3 years.
Why? What made you change your mind?
I think one has just been like my lifestyle being more settled. Like I don't go out as much as I do, I used to. So before a kid felt like you're holding me back. Whereas now it's like I have the time for it. Then I think as I'm just getting older, my mind changes and I start to think of like the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's lonely in that apartment.
Shut up. No, you just start to think like as you get older, your life is going to continuously change. So then you look at people who are like in their 50s and then not that your life should ever only be about your kids, but that brings you joy. Now your kids is playing sports and now you got this and you got that. So it's I start thinking about that.
Plus somebody got to come see about you.
That part.
Malik, if you never had kids, would you?
I'd be lit.
No, I'm just saying, like, but you would want kids though, right? You would want kids still though, right?
I never wanted kids. I just got kids.
So
I never wanted kids. I just ain't pull out.
Yeah,
right. But okay. So
no, I think I always wanted one kid, like one son.
Would you be with somebody who was like who didn't like who couldn't have kids or would prefer to adopt?
No, I think I say that, but I think I wanted kids, and I think I wanted the kids I have. I think I wanted a son and a daughter.
Yeah,
and I got a son and a daughter, and I wanted it in that order.
Yeah,
I wanted my son first.
So you don't want no more kids?
No, I want I want no more kids. I wanted my son first so I could practice being the father. So then by the time I have a daughter, I'm good at it.
Right?
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
He was a test dummy.
Yeah,
because
because
what if you dated somebody who didn't have kids and they really wanted kids?
Right now, then it wouldn't work.
Oh.
It would just be like, all right, well, let's not waste each other's time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. It's just kind of like, well, this is,
Yeah, see,
what if that
I'm the
person had
opposite.
a kid? They had like a 2-year-old.
I ain't got nothing against people with kids.
But y'all like serious, y'all together, so you got to actively be like stepdad.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I just don't want no
See,
kid.
I'm the opposite. I don't want to date somebody.
Go ahead and say it, Hess. If every episode he just
Hess
supposed to get canceled. Go ahead.
Hess always like, this the episode. This the episode.
Go ahead and say it.
I would prefer.
If y'all don't see him on the next episode.
I would prefer to not date a woman who already has kids.
I feel you. I don't date these with kids.
Because y'all don't have kids. I get that. That makes sense.
And also, if I want to date somebody who wants to have kids and can have kids, because I want my kid to, I don't mind adopting. Like I would adopt, but I want to have one of my own. Like I want my seed.
I couldn't adopt.
I would do that, but I want my first. That needs to be for my.
I feel like
my nut.
I love people who adopt kids.
Y'all better hurry up.
Kids need to be adopted.
Y'all better hurry up because y'all not no spring chickens.
I got time, nigga.
Well, as you a man, you can have a baby. Then Larry King had a baby at like what?
That's
really
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
My father had a baby at 82.
No, right. You were talking about damn.
Yeah, that's why.
That is ridiculous.
That's why I'm about to get the thing done because I can't play like that.
So you a brother, sister?
So wait,
yeah.
Your
like
son is older than
way older.
Than your
Wait, dude, I met the little girl in the
like
hospital.
An old baby?
No, she's a regular baby.
Wow.
I met the little girl in the hospital room when he was in hospice when he was passing, and they was like, "That's your little sister." Because as far as I knew, I was the last. I was the baby.
Yeah.
And then at the time my father was 89, she was 7.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah, we sling dick over here.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, he's right, man. Men can have babies.
So
later.
I know not to play around like that because it's in my DNA. Yeah, I ain't finna be.
But at least he got an excuse. You know what I'm saying? He's 80 something. He's like, man, I can't. Can you go to the parent teacher conference? Because my back hurt.
Here's the thing. At this age, I don't want no kids.
Right.
But if I hit 80, I have some kids.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm out of here.
Just leave the babies. 4 kids.
Oh, I have all kind of babies when I'm 80. You get a kid. You get a kid. Because like you say, I ain't got to deal with him 80. Come on, man. You know I'm tired. Like,
you know I'm tired.
That is ridiculous.
Can't be out there trying to train you how to ride a bike.
I can't teach nobody how to ride no bike at 80.
So ridiculous.
Bitch, I'm in a wheelchair. How much is you how to ride a bike?
Oh man.
Yeah, so
God.
I always I was like, and I always tell myself, all right, you got to schedule it. You got to schedule to go get the vasectomy. And I just never do it. I'm like, you know what? I better do it before one day. I'll be like,
especially out of this episode, and you better knock on all the wood you can find.
But I don't play like that. I don't take chances like that. I don't. But you know, again, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to get in a relationship with somebody that want kids, because I feel like that's not fair to them.
Yeah.
Because at one point I was thinking like I was gonna do the vasectomy and don't say shit.
It don't.
Yeah.
Wasted all that girl good years, and then she be like, "Why am I not
She
getting?"
be thinking something wrong with her. I don't know what's wrong with you. I got kids. So
yeah. It ain't
That's
me.
so
she going to see all kind of doctors. And
Oh my God.
but I was like, nah, I wouldn't do that. So I wouldn't even put myself in a situation to where we both hurt or upset. It's just like, oh, we don't want the same thing. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we can smash if you want, but it ain't gonna be nothing. You know?
Right. Yeah.
One thing I have come to the conclusion of that I really don't want to accept this realization, but now that I decided that I want kids, is that I may not get married before I have kids. I might just have to be a baby mama.
I mean, it happens.
No.
It happens. Yeah.
I feel like not at this age. I feel like that's a 20-year-old mistake. At 40, like
Well, not really, because also at 40, you grown too. So you might smash quick. You ain't getting married. You might smash second date. Be like, I like this dude.
we gonna see. If I ain't married by about 39 and a half, I might be like, well, we've been together for a minute. Let's just.
Hey, did so I don't know. I think a lot of people do this, but it's kind of like a childish kind of thing. Did you ever set up like, if I don't have any kids by this age, I'm gonna hit you up so we can have a baby? You ever did that?
I never want a kid, so
There's a lot. I know some people did that, like, or do that.
And
They have
actually
like their
follow
one
through
friend.
with it?
Yeah, actually, I know somebody who actually followed through with that.
Wow.
But like, they'll be like, hey, if I get to that age, man, I can't find somebody. They have that one person to be like, let's make that shit work.
How many kids you guys want?
I'm
See,
good
this is
with
the
one.
I would never want to have an only child, so I guess that means two. But I don't feel
You
like
got to get busy then.
Yeah, for one, I don't have a whole lot of time, and for two, I feel like ain't nobody having a bunch of kids.
You probably got to get pregnant by like 2:00 today.
You got about an hour there. You got about an hour to that.
You got to get nutted in
twins.
quick.
I could have twins.
You could have twins.
Twins are one of my
That'll
family.
work.
Okay, that'll work. So you going, the little day nap, twins, a guy with twins in his family, make your odds better.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you ain't doing nothing at 5,
I got like
Fuck around and get
I
quadruplets.
got like 3 years.
3 years.
3 years is where I would want to be.
So
like, okay, I'm
so
done.
basically you cool with the whole, like, from this point out to about 60, you busy with kids.
I'm
Well,
good with that,
maybe
but-
not 60, but late 50s.
Yeah, I'm good with that because now I'm at a point in my life where and it's funny because my friends, like 2 of my friends' kids just graduated from high school, so they like, let's go, we out here. I'm like, nah, bitch, I was doing that 20 years ago.
So
I'm
your
done.
kid,
I'm done.
So your kid not gonna have no kid to play with.
They gonna have. I got my family. I got 200 cousins. They not gonna have cousins.
They already born though.
But listen, they gonna be the cousins of my cousin's kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they gonna
Right.
still have them. And then
Right.
my brothers don't have no kids.
So they gonna be playing with their third cousin.
So they gonna have kids at 45 too. So my brothers don't have kids. So like they gonna have cousins and friends.
Y'all gonna be some
But-
old ass parents.
Yeah.
Old ass parents. Ooh, them kids gonna lie to you and you ain't gonna know what's going on. Ain't no school today, Mom. Oh, okay. All right. Your old ass gonna be out of the loop. Ain't no school every Thursday. Ain't no school every Thursday.
Right.
Times have changed from when I was in school, boy.
We went to school every day. Not now, Mom. Ain't no school.
We played all kinds of tricks on it.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
mean,
Nah.
I'm cool with that. I'm
You
cool
want
with that.
you want one. You good with one.
I'm good with one.
Girl or boy, you don't care.
Nah, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm good with one. If I have 2, that's good. I don't want 3. I don't want that much.
Yeah,
I don't
three.
want that
Three start. Now you gotta start thinking about what kind of car I can get.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I just feel like, dude,
Nigga, what
when you
kind of
got
house
too
I
many
could get,
kids, like I wouldn't go nowhere with 3 kids, 4 kids. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
One of my friends got 6 kids, and I'm like, she ain't going with us. Not with all them
But
kids.
like when you have 6 kids, a wife and a husband, you got to get a church van because even the
Yeah.
regular vans only hold 7.
Or people not going. Like my mama, it was 13 of them.
Church man.
They just wasn't all going nowhere at the same time. My daddy, it was 9 of them. Ain't nobody going nowhere at the same time.
So this time around, this group going to Disney World. Next time y'all gonna go.
Yeah.
You gotta wait your turn.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
It's a raffle. All right, guys, come on. It's the Disney
But
World
then also
raffle.
by the time my mom was kind of on the lower towards the end, so by the time she was like 3, 4, 5, she had 2, 3 brothers and sisters that was probably
Grown.
18. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, you work it out. But ain't nobody doing that no more.
That's a lot. No, I know somebody that got 7 kids now, young, like younger than you.
I just couldn't I wouldn't go to the mall with 7 kids.
I just don't even like 7 names. So like what do you name them?
That's not my daddy. Don't have a middle name. I was like, what happened, Grandma? She like, girl, I was tired.
That's too many names. That's too many names. Like, you lucky you got a name.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Call him that's why they just call him Junior.
yeah, like that's too many names. Like 7 personalities.
Yeah.
How do you get ready for back to school?
You gotta buy a lot of clothes.
Yeah, or you gonna pass them down. I don't think people really do hand-me-downs like that no more. Like back in the day, like my mama said, she never really got new stuff because she's like number.
Well, clothes don't
11.
last. They don't last like they used to. Like jeans used to be tough back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeans used to last 2, 3 generations, boy. Jeans used to be tough.
I remember I had a pair of jeans that I wore for 3 different school years. And it was my favorite jeans. And then not only that, like throughout the school year, I probably wore them jeans like I don't even know how many times.
At least once a week.
My mom had to sew because they tore when the thing. My mom had to sew them back because she was a seamstress for a little bit. And I wore them things again. I'm like, no, we keeping these jeans. These jeans gonna last.
Because you remember back in the day, like it was different because these kids don't really like care about clothes for school like we did.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, remember, like you used to have to think about, man, because you couldn't repeat quick. Remember?
I had a calendar. I had an actual little calendar, and I would put what I had on there just so you know.
You couldn't repeat. It's almost like I can't remember. Was it like in the month or at least every 2? Jeans you could get away with, but something distinctive you couldn't repeat.
It was.
I literally had on my little calendar. I would put down like.
It was really, really hard, especially because my parents, they were working hard. They wasn't making that much money. My dad bought me 3 outfits.
Right.
For the year.
Damn.
So and you can't buy red because if you buy red, like
everybody gonna notice.
That's that same. So I would have to sneak some of my brother's clothes and wear some of my brother's clothes. And they better not find you wearing their clothes because they beat your ass.
But people used to do that. Like if you had cousins or friends that go different schools, you used to alternate clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because dude, you couldn't be caught repeating.
I don't know. I used to always be like, you ain't wearing my stuff.
You gotta put a jacket over something. You gotta wear these pants this day, but like you can wear it on Wednesday, but make sure that you can't wear it on Friday because if you wear it on Friday, you gotta put a different belt on because or you gotta roll it up a certain way.
The only thing you could get away with like some but there was always that one kid. He wore the same shit all the time.
The same hat, the same
like
shirt, the same jacket.
They got away with it a lot because they would just wear a
jogging
pants.
And then it was to the point where the joke wasn't even funny no more. Picking on him ain't even make sense. It was just like, that's just what that nigga do.
That same FUBU shirt. Yeah. He had that same FUBU shirt that he wore on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Or you knew every Thursday he was going to wear that same outfit. Right. It was the joke just didn't. By the time you got to the 8th grade, it was just like, this shit ain't even funny no more. That's what Steve do. That nigga, he got 4 outfits. It is what it is,
Right.
But dude, it was hard on us, man. Like you couldn't be, because as soon as you get caught, repeat. Damn, nigga, you just want that.
That's why you only want one kid, two kids, because they borrow each other's clothes. Y'all gonna have to share.
Like my kids never repeated because they were like my son really because he was just the only child. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, this was another thing black people used to do back in the day, and his mom used to do this. She would always like save stuff. Okay. And it got to a point, dude, we'll go in his closet, it'd be stuff in there he never got to wear because he too big now. Because she was saving it.
Damn, yeah. And I save it for a special occasion or something?
I was like, girl, you gotta let him wear.
COVID has taught me that because I do have stuff in my closet, but you just feel like, I'm just going to Malik's house. I ain't got to put this on. And then time will go by and you be like, dang, well, why didn't you?
Now it's out of style.
Yeah. So COVID has taught me, like, put that prom dress on,
you gotta wear your stuff, man. But I'm glad I had my kids early. I got 2 kids, 2 beautiful kids. Thank you for my beautiful kids to their mom. She's a great mom. That's another thing.
he said he about ready to be a granddaddy now.
Yeah, you got.
So that's who my kids gonna play with your grandkids.
You got to pick a good. You got to pick a good partner. I'm telling you. Like I was blessed to have an awesome mother for my kids. She's an awesome mother. Like I was never worried that my kids wasn't in good health or clean ate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she was too much of a good mom. Like let them get away with murder. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So that having kids, another part of it people don't think about is who you having kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that can make the difference of your sanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
and those are the things that a lot of people. Those are the ones that not planned. You know what I'm saying? Like you try to get a quick nut, and then like,
like you didn't know this bitch eat paste.
Right. Right. So now you got. Oh man.
Yeah. So y'all be careful out there when y'all getting busted and busting in people's heads. Y'all, find out who you out here. Just,
I'm gonna help you. Yeah, I'm gonna help you know that anyway.
Yeah. So
practice safe sex, everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Practice. Clearly, y'all been doing it. Y'all over here with no kids can't claim nobody on their taxes. You know what I mean?
That's right. Start claiming my dog.
Yeah, man. But kids are beautiful, man. It's a blessing, and they make you go hard. They make you go hard.
Yeah.
You know
Listen, I think you would figure it out when you was talking about like planning it money wise. I think most people don't plan for kids, and I think you figure it out. Now again, like I said, don't just be in a stupid situation. Like
money's the least thing. I'm not saying money's not important, but like he said, you'll figure it out. Because if you're waiting to have a certain amount of money to have a kid, you probably never gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
Because it's always gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till this happens. Then I'm gonna wait till this happens.
Yeah, you ain't gonna never have one.
You ain't never gonna have a kid. You're gonna be like my father, 82 years old, with a 1-year-old. But granted, that nigga already had 13 kids. So
I do think of that though, being in this industry of like you gig to gig. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like made it where my gig to gig. Halle Berry can do one movie and not do another one for 10 years, you know.
You did go to 22 countries.
Shut up.
So that's pretty major.
But I feel like for me, it's like, I'm good. But then if I bring a kid in this world, I do feel like I need something more stable. I feel like gig to gig with a kid is
that's why you got to have, like I said, you pick the right partner. Then you ain't got to worry about that. Don't have no baby from no bump.
Well, that's not going to ever happen. But
for you to have a baby, he got to at least been to 23 countries. You know?
Shut up. No. Guys, no. I just feel like a really nice guy. God-fearing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, man, hey, as always, if you like this podcast, tell somebody about it. If you don't, still tell somebody about it. Check us out every Monday. We drop new episodes. We shooting our shit, talking our shit, whatever. Follow me on social media, Malik S Comedy on everything.
Yeah, follow me on social media, Hess Wesley on Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, all that good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram. It's Keysha.E.
Peace.